Hello, Pisces. Welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful Tuesday today. If you haven't been with me before, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium, tarot reader, healer, empath, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will give you an example of. Hopefully, I don't forget. If I do, just go back to one of my last readings. Okay, so I had a premonition. I'm not sure if this belongs to you or something, but it was the late last year that something was going to be ending in the month of March. And by the way, happy belated birthday to all you Pisces. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope that you received everything that you wanted and manifested. But getting back to this premonition, um, something's going to end, or something ended this month, or something, something ended, whether it be a relationship, um, a marriage, a job, a career, paying debt, or something, whatever it is, somebody's, life or something ended this month. All right, something ended. I don't know what that is, but if this was you and you're feeling down about it or whatever, it was meant to happen, they're saying. Okay, it was for a better timeline. It's for a better timeline for you to move on or to move to a better place or something like that. But it was a strong premonition and I felt like I have to say it. Okay, so I said it. There it is. If this is you, everything's going to be okay. It happened for a reason. It happened because it had to happen. All right. Okay, I do necromancy, which is a form of speaking to the other realm. I speak to my ancestors through my charm here, through my pendant. Okay, I have conversations. I also get messages. Any channel in messages all day long. Okay, but I'm an empath as well, so I feel everything too. So let's see. I felt like I wanted to do this mean girl deck. They're like, yeah, this is the mean girl deck. We're gonna do a Celtic cross here to see what's going on in your energy. But I just felt like this mean girl energy, like I don't know, something's going on with this mean girl stuff here. All right. Maybe somebody saw something clear here because we also 10 of wands. Maybe some endings, of course, some painful endings of some sort. I don't know what this is. Maybe your lease stopped, or maybe you got a new job of some sort. You ended one and got another. Something like that. Something to do with some kind of ending. I don't know what this is. If this is you, I feel like I have to do this again. Then this could be your reading. Okay, Pisces. Okay, that came out quick. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you moved on to something here. The star with the chariot. Yeah, some people maybe with the four of plastic, four of pentacles. This is a job, a stability. Maybe you have to drive somewhere instead. Something to do with driving. I don't know, but this person looks mad, even though they're the star. I don't know what that means, but what's the present current energy situation for the sign of Pisces here? What's the present energy for Pisces? Strength. That's right. You're going to need strength. For some of you, this is you. Strength and courage. Moving on. All right. This is your present situation right now. I feel like for some of you, you're going to have strength. This guy is like, yeah, try me. See his jacket coming off. For some, red and black are significant. Those colors. Maybe this is a uniform. I don't know. Some of you write music, or you rapper of some sort. Okay, two of these came out. Which one do you want? Okay, Ace of Daggers and Ace of Flames. Look at that. Ace of Daggers and Ace of Flames. Ace of clarity and a breakthrough of some sort. And Ace of Flames, something of a new beginning. Definitely some kind of new beginnings are popping up here. And maybe that you have to have strength to go through all of this or whatever. But I feel like some of you are going to have courage and patience and your wits about you. I feel like, maybe somebody's losing their patience or whatever here and they need strength. Asking for strength. Like, please give me the strength to keep moving here before I lose everything. What's the influence of this courage, this strength and courage here? Card. The number 8, you can be seeing 888, but March 8th is significant. March 18th. The sun. All right, the sun. The strength, the sun. Somebody's a healing right now, in a healing spot. Maybe for some of redheads are significant here. Maybe for some of you, you're healing. You're in a beautiful space. You're joy, pleasant. And I think it's because of strength. For some of you, you need this strength in order to be happy right now, to push up forward. These cards are new, so they're like a little sticky. So it's just... All right, let's see what the past issues are for Pisces. What's the past issues here? For 6 of Flames, recognition. All right, victory, triumph, public recognition. Maybe some people around you are all mad and stuff that, you're shining bright or something like that. Okay. But 6 of, that means victory. That means success. That's your past issues, the basis of this whole situation here. What's going on here? What's the immediate past? What's right behind you? Is King of Cups. All right. What crowns you is heartbreak, pain. All right. Emotional suffering. This is your crowning thoughts right now. 3 of Daggers. Somebody's heartbroken here. Maybe divorce, separation, emotional pain, some kind of something here. But somebody definitely, this is what's crowning your thoughts right now, is that I feel like for some of you, you just want to be happy. Maybe for some of you too, like, maybe you're happy because of this heartbreak or this thing that's going on right now. You're moving forward or something. And I feel like with this card right here, your past issues, like, her face, she got that, our resting bitch face or whatever. And I feel like, even though like she's, triumph or whatever, I feel like somebody's conceited here. I don't know, giving me this little arrogance. Arrogance is giving me. Any emotional concerns about the situation for Pisces here? Your fears. Yeah. 4 of Flames here. A 4 of Wands. So this is like security, all right? Security in your house, home, stability. I don't know, maybe for some of you, your fear of being bored or something like that, or not having a happy home, maybe. Maybe for some of you, fear your stability, as far as your home. This is how others see you, as being the Knight of Cups. Okay. Offering love. Youthful, I feel. Somebody here is partying. Brown, maybe waist-length hair, or, long brown hair is significant here. And then we have your hopes and dreams is 8 of Wands. A lot of air, a lot of like, what do you call it? Flames. 6 of Flames, 8 of Wands here. Protecting yourself. Hold on one second. I'm sorry about that, guys. Maybe you're dealing with the Libra. I just got 10:02 on the clock. Maybe that date is significant. 10:02 or something. But yeah, so what you really wish for, your hopes was Eight of Flames, which is Eight of Wands, which means a swift change. Okay, a message. This can be something coming in really fast. Okay, you want to change something to come in quick. Something to come in quick. What's the outcome here? Answer to the question. What's the outcome for Pisces? The Emperor. There you go. The Emperor. Maybe somebody has a broken arm or something. For some of you, your bosses, you're self-employed. Okay, maybe you're a landlord. You're a boss of some sort. Some kind of, I don't know, maybe has somebody beat somebody up. Something to do with a bat here. But, you have like a militant also. There's Marines here, I see. Or an army. Or something to do with armed forces. But maybe, yeah, somebody plays baseball. Somebody loves baseball or something like that. But I see a broken arm or sprained arm. Something to do with somebody's arm. Okay, and that's the outcome, the Emperor. Somebody's going to be bossing up or something like that. Maybe you're going to be getting a raise or a new job that's significant, like a big, job, an important job here. Let's clarify these up with more tarot. Let's see what they're trying to say here. Okay. What is this? What is all this? Let's clarify the Three of Daggers right now. The Three of Swords for Pisces. Three of Swords for Pisces. What is that? What's the crowning thoughts here? Yeah, somebody was sneaky or something behind somebody's back. Controversy, cunning. This is Five of Swords. It's betrayal. I don't know. Sabotage. I hear that word sabotage big time in my head. What's the crowning thoughts for Pisces? Justice. That's the crowning. Justice. Fairness here. Harmony. Balance. This is the right decision, Maybe somebody feels like they're bored or tired or feeling down or depressed, or somebody has a lack of motivation here. Maybe they're restless or bored or tired of something, but some of you want to, you want to celebrate. You want to go out and celebrate. Maybe you're telling somebody that you need to go out and have a good time or something, or, go out for, play or unite with others, or just have fun. All right. The sun came out again, guys. So yeah, the sun in your heart. Somebody's healing here. They had some kind of enlightenment. They're happy, prosperity, self-confidence. Every time. Every time. Try to do a reading. This never fails. People try to distract you all the time. I'm getting my messages out no matter what. I do not care. Chariot. Okay, the Chariot. Moving forward. That's right. Victory. Progress of victory. So the Sun and the Chariot. Two good, great cards here. The best. Moving forward with success, with optimism, clear thinking, happiness and prosperity, self-confidence. Somebody is in good health right now and feeling, success and feeling victorious. Going on a journey for some of you. Maybe you're taking flights or something, going away or taking a journey somewhere. Maybe you're working, you're traveling far for work, because we do have victory here in your past issues. So I feel like, maybe, and I don't know, like somebody's either driving, taking a plane, or I don't know. Horses are significant. White horses, black horses are significant. Something's either black or white. I don't know. Maybe you have a black and white car or something. Maybe a black and white dog or a black and a white dog. Phew. Yeah, you're taking a break from your loved one here. Okay, this is in your sacred chakra. So 4 of Swords. This is a rest, time out. You're relieved. Maybe, you guys broke up or something and somebody's relieved here. Okay, relieved stress. Somebody's in solitude. Maybe, somebody is recovering from something or reassessing something. All right, restoring your health or restoring yourself. I feel like, a self-love as well here, a lot of self-love. And then what grounds you is judgment, rebirth, growing, a new direction. You're evaluating, they're letting go of the past, some kind of awakening, some kind of growing or rebirth, important change. Here, the end of a situation, all right? This is an awakening and it's an end of a situation, okay? All right, let's see what this love situation is here. Love situation. Let's see what they have to say for Pisces. I do, my spirits did want to pick out a card from the Gothic Oracle, so hopefully I get to that. There's so much to cover, in like this little amount of time. Don't forget to like, guys, okay? Subscribe and share and all that good stuff. Let me know that, I'm vibing with you or whatever. Let me know if this reading resonated with you and how it did in the comments, if it did. That'd be nice. I love that, Out in the cold. Somebody here is feeling left out in the cold, okay? Rejected and isolated, all right? Maybe somewhere, where somebody lives, it's very cold or something, snowing outside. But yeah, this is like 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. And this can be with financial, okay? Financial. Maybe justice came about with this being, you're finally getting your justice with being left out in the cold, maybe here, okay? And then we got lessons. Somebody learned their lesson here about something. Somebody learned their lesson about something here. Love lessons learned, shift in perspective, raising your vibration, it says here. So these are lessons. I don't know, maybe somebody, shifted perspective with somebody's love life. That's why they're depressed or something like that. Maybe somebody's down because of these love lessons learned. Somebody's feeling a little down and feeling, down and out a little bit here. Withdrawn, isolated from like society and stuff, depressed and in silence, lack of motivation. Somebody's going through that right now, okay? And then I said it was bad timing, all right? Something was bad timing, waiting for the right time. Patience is needed. 907 is significant. Those numbers, 907, 709. Maybe you're dealing with the Virgo. You could have Virgo in your chart. Unvalued. Maybe in your heart you're feeling unvalued. Taken for granted. That's why the sun came out. Happy, There was an unequal give and take, okay? But somebody's happy about all of this. I can tell you that much. Somebody's very happy, like, okay. Something, is saying, wait for the right time to start celebrating or something like that. Patience is going to be needed. Meanwhile, somebody's celebrating. Okay, there's somebody celebrating. Somebody's happy. And it was something about timing and somebody feeling unvalued. God, isn't it that thing here? Opposites, differences creating barriers, love and strive, love versus ego, two opposites forces. All right. Maybe you guys were opposites. Okay. Maybe it just wasn't the right timing right now. Player over here. Look, this is what fell, next for your sacred chakra here. Somebody was a player playing the field, refusing to commit. Grass is greener syndrome. All right. And maybe that's why, somebody gave somebody a rest here because of it. Because they were a player, so that's it. Somebody got probably tired and, gave this person a rest. And then look, what grounds here is sex. Bond filled with lust, acting on sexual desires, love or lust here. And judgment came for that. All right, judgment is here for that. Something finally was over because of this. Judgment came with this love or lust, something came, and I don't know if it finished or whatever, but something happened there. Somebody was definitely called out or something, or bond, this whole thing with this sex thing, something came to judgment. Okay. What's for Pisces? What's for Pisces from this deck? What is this? Divine timing. Yep, like this says over here, timing. Something with timing. Patience is required. Trust the process, perfect timing when it's meant to be. They're saying when it's meant to be. So something they're saying that is going to have to do with some kind of timing, because timing came here and a divine timing came out. And then we have, what's this? Hopeless romantic. Oh, you can be a hopeless romantic, learning lessons from your past, on what happened. You're shifting your perspective on romance, maybe believing in fairy tales, idolizing love, maybe constant waiting or forever dreaming. I don't know. I just heard if you keep on doing the same thing, you're gonna and expecting the same results, you probably have to switch something up. Somebody has to switch something up, though. Maybe perspective or something like that. This is booked, busy, booked and busy. And with the timing and everything, I feel like you're celebrating that you're probably so for some of you, you have a full schedule. You're very busy. Okay, you're very busy. Success on the calendar, no time to waste. You have a full schedule, meeting with people, deadlines, calling people. Productivity is high right now. All right, you're yapping a lot. Okay, and not yapping, but you're talking. You're getting stuff done. You're busy. Your time. I don't know. Maybe you're celebrating something here too at the same time. Maybe you're celebrating that you're busy as well. Here we go. In your heart is broken promises here. Somebody came through with some kind of broken promises. They were unvalued, disappointed, disappointed expectations, failed commitments, lost trust. Words meant nothing. All right. So that's in your heart right now, broken promises. And then, here we have here is toxic love. All right. Toxic love, pain disguised in passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachment, can't live without. But it was a toxic love here. You guys were probably differences and opposites. But somebody's moving on here. Somebody's moving on from this. It was in divine intervention. All right. It was divine intervention. It was unexpected guidance, the universe stepping in. All right. Saved just in time, redirected path, something with this player. All right. So God stepped in here, divine intervention. Your ancestors stepped in with this player, unexpected guidance, some kind of chain of events happen to, and this was all meant to happen. Okay. This was all meant to happen. This divine intervention, this direct and redirected paths that you had to go through with this, playing this player over here. And now, taking a break, okay? Taking a break. And it was all in divine intervention. It was supposed to happen. Whatever happened here was supposed to happen. It's saved just in time. Something to do with, saved. Yeah. Somebody's was fake flexing. All right. Somebody's fake flexing. This is what's grounding here. Pretending wealth, showing off, borrowed luxury, deceptive bragging. All right. Rich on Instagram, broke IRL. Okay, so they're fake. Somebody's fake flexing and the energy. Orange, green is somebody's favorite color. Can also be burgundy. All right. I see baby blue is also significant. Okay. I'm bugging me with this. All right. What's going on? Spirit wants to pick one of these cards out here. There's a message for you in this. So let's see what they're trying to say. All right. All right. Spirit's going to pick a card out, and then let's see what it is. What are you trying to tell me for Pisces? What are you trying to tell me for Pisces? What are you trying to tell me for Pisces? All day with these cards, okay? This. All right, what message is this? Moon Witch. Ooh, okay. Pisces energy. The Moon Witch. Yeah, this is definitely for you. What's that all about? Moon Witch. So the moon, your intuition. 1969 is significant. 1969, 1996. A 15-year-old child maybe is significant here, or a child of some sort. But this beautiful card means Moon Witch. It means manifestation. All right? This is you. Manifestation. A dark goddess dressed in an ebony robe and with a horned headdress stands between a pair of fierce wolves. You can have like two dogs, under a cloud night sky. She summons glowing symbols that relate to the intense blue moon behind her. Manifestation takes time and will not happen overnight. For you to achieve something, you will need to believe that it can happen, and there will be steps that need to be taken. This card does not suggest that we can simply conjure up the things we wish for in seconds. Rather, it encourages us to believe that they can be accomplished through hard work and determination. If you have drawn this card, then you are being called to manifest something that is important to you. The power of belief can turn a dream into reality, but it will only do half of the job. For example, if you would like to be published, visualizing your name on the spine of a book is a great way of letting the universe know your intentions. However, your manuscript will not write itself. Let this card inspire you to actively bring your dreams into existence. Okay, so whatever that you want to manifest or whatever, bring it into existence. It's not gonna, happen by doing nothing. Okay, you have to take the steps in order to, do what you want to, what you're trying to manifest. Okay. All right. Okay. What else do you have to tell Pisces Spirit with this? What else? Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what they're trying to tell you with this. What else, Pisces? The Pisces 2929 is significant. Those numbers, 1992 is significant. Yeah, I feel like a union, some kind of something's ending, some kind of union, something. What else do you have to tell me? Spirit, for Pisces. For Pisces. In separation, yeah, like I just said. Okay? In separation. This is what's crowning you. Okay? In separation. Divine intervention, divine timing. It's separation. And number 4 is significant. March 4th, March 5th is significant. Someone runs away, honeymoon phase is over, it ends, honeymoon phase ends, insecurities and attachment issues begin to appear, causing a rift in relationship. So there it goes with the insecurities and attachment issues, and starting a rift in a relationship. Someone runs away. Okay, maybe somebody get kicks out, I don't know. Honeymoon phase is over. It says in separation. And again, the number 4 is maybe four dogs, 4 kids, 4 years. All right. The number 4 is significant here. March 14th, I already said March 4th, and 888 also, and 333 is also very significant here. Destiny. Also, this card came out, right? I just saw it, Destiny. All right. The number 33. You can be seeing 333 everywhere. You were destined to meet. All right. This is some kind of destiny. You might be in separation with something, or you might be whatever, separated, but you're healing, okay? You're healing. The sun is out here twice, confirmation that destiny, you were destined to meet, strong, unbreakable bond, passionate love, and strong desire, a deep inner knowing of divine connection. All right. So something around you is going to be destined to, you guys are going to be destined to meet or something like that. All right. Okay. That was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Don't forget to like and share and all that good stuff. Okay, subscribe so my spirits can pick up on your energy as well. And let me show you a quick demonstration of my telekinesis if you're still here. All right, I can just do it with my mind. I'm not going to move the bell. I'm not going to move the bell, but I'll move the crystal inside to make the sound. Okay. All right. This was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And being that it's an energy exchange when you subscribe, so my ancestors or my spirits can, figure out, whatever, or tell your story, give you some good advice and all that good stuff. Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. I will see you soon. Peace out. Don't be mean, because mean people suck. Mwah. I love you guys. Peace out.